Hey, my youth, you know where you watch? Dancehall skilla.
Sir? Good afternoon, newsroom. This is the mom of the young man that the police assaulted yesterday afternoon. I am now coming out to speak on what really transpired. Yesterday, I asked my son to take my nephew to play football on the Port Royal tarmac. My son usually plays football on the Port Royal tarmac. He usually plays for different teams when they have their tournaments and so on. So he would usually go out there to practice. On doing so, I asked him to take my nephew out there. My nephew, mind you, is 8 years old. On taking my nephew out there, I got a phone call from my mom stating that the police are assaulting my son on the tarmac. Myself and husband got into the vehicle and we went out there. Upon reaching out there, the police had my son braced to the vehicle. One of his hands was on the vehicle rail and the other one was in handcuff. Shackles on his feet also. I asked what was going on. They said they want to take him to the station. I said, fair enough. Upon that, I said, where is my nephew? Then I got the report that when they scrambled my son, my nephew fall down. Now, this is a 8-year-old child left unattended by his guardian. Kind-hearted citizen took him and placed him in a shop. Now, what was related to me by my son is exactly what you're seeing in the video posted. My son is claiming that he put my nephew in the barbershop to sit down while he was playing football. So he was ready to go home. He went into the barbershop to collect my nephew, and upon coming out of the barbershop, one of the other guys that were playing football kicked the ball into the goalie and missed. He said he started to laugh. And the young man started to cuss up. Being young men that when you get tantalized, you're going to feel away. Started to cuss up and say, I'm going to F you and your sister. So he said, he turned to the young man and said, well, you can't F me and my effing sister, your mother so-and-so. Right? At the same time, he said when he raised his head, the police vehicle was right in front of him. He said they came so close that he had to pull my nephew back and jump back a little because the police vehicle was so close upon him. And he said, the officer turned and said, Officer Thomas, to be exact, said, you curse the police? So he said he turned around and he said, eh? And with that, the Amerindian police, that he looked Amerindian to me, can be of a different descent, but he's Amerindian, he looked Amerindian to me, jumped out of the vehicle and collared him by his clothes. He said, upon doing so, Thomas came out of the vehicle. Apparently, Thomas was the one driving the vehicle. Came out of the vehicle and handcuffed him on one hand. Right? He said when he handcuffed him on that hand, he held on to the bar of the vehicle to the back. Right? And then the crowd started to gather. As you can see there, yes, he fight up and so on, because I have done nothing while you were arresting me. I was not speaking to you. Right? All right, good. That transpired. Now, I got to the station. I asked them, I said, can I go in the vehicle with my son to the station? They said no. I end up jumping in the back of the vehicle, in the tray. And I went to the station. When I got there, on speaking to Thomas, Thomas was under the influence of alcohol. Thomas was under the influence of alcohol. Upon doing so, when myself and husband got to the station, I tried inquiring of what really went on. One of the officers turned and said, that is the Indian one. He turned and he told me, he said, somebody pelt a brick at the officer and buzzed the officer mouth. Mind you, if you look at both of the videos carefully, you will see that even my son had to duck because a brick was pelted from the crowd. Now, if a brick came from the crowd and this young man is standing in front of you, one hand on the police vehicle, the other in handcuff, how is it that this young man assaulted you? How is it that this young man assaulted you? Mind you, if you look at the vehicle, at the video, Officer Thomas is behind my son all the time. And there's no way that I can cuff somebody that is standing behind me. The other officer proceeded to go into the vehicle and take out his gun and start threatening. Right? People need to get their facts straight before they start passing judgment on people's children. They need to get their facts straight before they start passing judgment on people's children. When I went to the station now, I saw that my son's arm was swollen, his ankle swollen. I posted the videos. Right? So I asked the officer, I said, can I get a medical for my son? He said, no problem. Mind you, this was not Thomas. This was the other patrol. They took him to the West War Regional Hospital. Thomas was not there. Thomas was not there. When we got there, they left a private young officer with us. He was there all the time. Mind you, he was very polite. We got in to see the doctor. Right? And my son keeps saying, Doc, when you check me, make sure that you check Officer Thomas. He's under the influence of alcohol. Upon that, Officer Thomas came up and the other two ranks came to the West War Regional Hospital. Right? I was sitting there, myself, the nurse, there were a couple other patients. Right? And Thomas and the other two officers came into the room. Thomas asked to speak to the doctor in charge. So when the doctor came out, he started to explain to the doctor that he was just assaulted by a young man. So I said, Doc, this is the very same incident. Right? I was so wrong for saying that. Thomas started to verbally abuse me. Thomas started to verbally abuse me. The other two ranks said nothing. They said nothing. Thomas started to verbally abuse me. Right? I said, but I wasn't speaking to you. I'm just explaining to the doctor that the two incidents are one in the same. You understand me? And he went on at a rate. He asked the doctor, when you finish with them, I want them in here, put them outside. He proceeded to slam the hospital door and these things. Until a big woman that was there, a patient, a woman that was there with her patient, she said, but the young lady did not spoke to you. Why is it as an officer of the law you have to behave in this manner? And he went on ranting and raving, still smelling of alcohol, still smelling of alcohol. Still smelling of alcohol. Right? They didn't even bring a medical for my son. The officer that was there took one of the medical that Thomas and his crew bring for themselves. And that is how come the doctor gave the medical. Thomas cannot come out right now and show you not one mark of violence on his body. Thomas cuffed my son to his eye. If you look, I posted a picture under the eye is swollen. The arms swell. The ankle swell. Right? The ankle swell. By the wrist bruise up. By his knee bruise away. Right? Thomas, he said when Thomas put on the handcuff, he persisted to rock the handcuff on his hand like shaking it. My son's hand swollen. And people getting the facts all mixed up, saying all kind of thing, that my son assaulted the police. He never hit the police. He never assaulted the police. My son is not a madman to just see the police turn up just like that, start cussing them like that. He was not speaking to Thomas. He related everything that happened, and the video is backing everything that he said. Even my nephew is confirming what he said. Even there are witnesses that were on the tarmac that are confirming everything he said.
Yeah?
Fair is fair. Fair is fair. And the Guyana Police Force need to look into this. My son had to sleep in the lockup because Thomas, then he ran to the divisional commander stating that my son cuffed him and bust him out. When I sent the video to the commander, my son was placed on bail. Everything turned around. What is going on in this country? My son did not hit the officer. The officer was the one doing the hitting. The officer was the one doing the hitting. Thomas is a very rowdy and disrespectful officer. Thomas is very rowdy and disrespectful. Very rowdy and disrespectful. And the Guyana Police Force need to look into him. They need to look into him. He's very disrespectful. He's very disrespectful. He's claiming that my son cuffed him in his mouth, and he's lying. If everybody should look at that video, they would see that a brick came from in the crowd. Why not arrest persons in the crowd? If this young man is standing in front of you, how could he cuff you in your mouth from behind your back? You were behind him all the time. Come on, people, look at the video. Look at the video. Look at the video and just let Thomas post only one injury. Let him post one injury. I posted all the injuries that my son received. Let him post one injury. I call on the Ghana Police Force to look into this because they're slanderous. He's scandalizing my son's name.
Alright, viewers and subscribers, I just presented to you a video that shows a female who said some things that gave me the understanding that she's defending her son who had been arrested by the police within the country of Guyana. The female, to her knowledge, explained some things that happened between her son and the police, and she accused one of those police officers of drinking while on the job. Now, if the things that she said, if they are as accurate as to how she said it, then viewers and subscribers, I think they are bad. A police officer should not be drinking on the job. A police officer should be setting the good example for civilians to follow. You see? I do not support anyone attacking the police. Each and every citizen within any country out there should respect the rules and the laws of the country. You see what I'm saying to you? And please bear in mind that I'm going by the things that the female said, and I do not have any confirmed information as to exactly when the incident that the female talked about happened. No, I do not know when the incident happened. You see? Anyways, I'm not going to get too deep into certain things that the female said. However, if I get any more confirmed informations about the things that this female talked about, or about the situation that she talked about between her son and the police within the country of Guyana, I will do another video as an update, or I will leave a comment or comments in the comment section of this video. You see, you don't know me Dancehall skill. I'm only here to keep you up to date and post it and let you know what's going on. Alright, now I want to say big up and respect to each and every one of you, my viewers and subscribers, who have been supporting Dancehall Skilla channel through its existence. You see? Yeah, I want to say big up and respect to Andre Campbell, Ray Spence, Monica. See, I want to say big up and respect to Nadine Carr, Nadine Wilson, each and every one of you, my viewers and subscribers. I mean, I cannot at this moment say each and every one of you names, but I really and truly appreciate the support. You see me I say? So big up and respect to you, my viewers and subscribers, alright? And here's where I'm going to leave it. Let me know what you think about the things that the female said. And until the next time, if you're new to my channel, don't be afraid to click the subscribe button. My name is Dancehall Skilla. Uno big up on yourself. You see it?
Hey, my youth, you know where you watch? Dancehall Skilla! Hear me now? Hey, yo, Skilla! You are watching Dancehall Skilla Entertainment.